And as you can see, it's Paul Stainton here with my daughter Jay. Not the little wee man Ronnie Barbour, because he's otherwise engaged this week. So we don't have a podcast for you. But what I thought was we'd do something else, because, you know, we all like to do a bit of larking about, don't we? We all need a bit of tomfoolery in our lives. And, you know, I need to make people laugh now and again. So, my daughter's studying media. Obviously, I've worked in the media for quite a few years, and I've got some things I can pass on to you. So what I thought I'd do today is some of the stories that we were going to use in the podcast, right? Well, some of the stories we were going to use in the podcast, I've written up as little paragraphs with little comedy lines in them, all right?
Thank you.
So I'm going to show you now. Well, you know, and this will come in handy for later on when you're taking your media. I'm going to show you how to relate to the audience. So the people watching there, look, see? That camera.
That's a camera.
Yeah, but people will see it, obviously.
Well, I can see it as well.
Yeah, but...
You're just pointing at it like I can't see it.
When you do this, like on the radio or TV or anything, you've got to relate to the audience.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah? You've got to search through the camera. Yeah? Your humour's got to cut through. I keep doing that a lot, don't I? So, first of all, you've got to pick the right stories, yeah, that people are bothered about, and then you've got to tell them in the right way, okay?
Okay.
So, here comes...
I can't take
Look at your audience. Look at your audience.
I'm really sorry.
Right. So, here comes the first story. Are you ready? All right, so this is the first story we're going to put in the podcast, but obviously Ronnie's otherwise engaged. So, here we go. And I'll get you to do a couple.
Just repeat yourself one more time.
Oh, okay. So this is the first story, right? And Ronnie's not here at the moment. Oh, you didn't want me to repeat? No. Oh, okay. Anyway, here we go. Serious now. Serious. This is serious news.
Right.
Pretend I'm on the 10 o'clock news, which I have been. I don't know if I mentioned that.
All right.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Boris Johnson has confirmed that this lockdown is absolutely the last lockdown. You notice how I'm pacing this and relating.
Yes, I've noticed.
No other lockdowns will be coming, according to Boris. This is absolutely the last lockdown, ever. The last lockdown. There won't be any more, although he can't guarantee it. Next week, he's releasing his roadmap out of lockdown. The roads, well, they're going to be in green crayon, and the signs will all be in blue crayon, and the brown stains, well, they're just coffee. And if the roadmap doesn't work, Oxford University are already working on a COVID sat-nav. That's the gag.
Why is it funny?
That was the funny bit.
I don't get it.
COVID sat-nav.
Why would you want a sat-nav for COVID?
Because nothing's worked so far apart from the vaccinations. They've bungled everything.
But the joke's too long. It's not
Is it too
funny.
long? Try this one. I've got another one. You want another one?
How many more are you going to do?
Amanda Holden says she's devastated about breaching COVID lockdown. Did you see this story?
No, I don't listen to the news.
Well, she got done for going all the way to Cornwall to see her parents. Not supposed to, are you? You're not supposed to leave. You know, we're stuck in this blinking house with you. You know, you're not supposed to leave.
I think it's me that's more in the deficit than you, but sure.
Anyway, can I get on? Sorry about this, watcher. Amanda Holden says she's devastated about breaching COVID lockdown. And she took a week off her radio show after visiting her parents in Cornwall. The visit followed a distressing family call, which they probably reminded her she was 50 last week. It's a distressing call.
I still don't get it. Why is that funny?
How come you don't get it?
Stressing call at a 50th birthday. I don't
right.
understand.
I'm going to try one more and then I'll let you have a go. All right. I'll try one more. You've not laughed at anything yet.
No, I've laughed at you trying to be silly, but it's not funny.
All right. Everyone's a critic. But that's the audience there. You're not the audience. You got to think,
but I just
target
feel a bit
audience for
silly
your media.
to the camera.
No, you have to talk through the camera.
Yes, but if I'm talking through the camera, I'm talking to my next door neighbour.
No. You've got to imagine somebody sat there watching this rubbish.
Yeah, it is rubbish.
Are you ready for this one? This will make you laugh.
Go on, try again.
A new COVID variant from Nigeria that can avoid vaccines has been detected in the UK. Don't panic though. If you catch the Nigerian variant, you'll also get an email from your cousin offering you a share of £1 million. All you have to do is fill in your bank details and email them straight back, and it'll make you feel much better.
Still
Nothing.
First of all, you sound way too fast. I barely heard you.
Well, it's a Nigerian, COVID strain.
Yeah, but it's 1 in the afternoon. My brain don't work that fast.
And you get scam emails from Nigeria, don't you, saying, can you send your bank details?
No, not personally.
Tough crowd. I hope you're liking it. All right. I'll get you to read the next one. How's that? Yeah. So it's the one about the government-approved hotels, all right? So you ready for this?
That fat paragraph, yeah.
It's quite a big paragraph.
What, I have to read all of it?
Yeah, but don't forget to sort of, make the payoff good at the end, all right?
I might not get the payoff, so we'll see.
All right, okay, you ready? Don't forget to look at the camera. Don't keep reading. You've got to read, look up, up.
Okay.
Relate to your audience.
I gather.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. What's the matter with you?
I can't take you seriously. The first passengers have started to arrive at the government-approved hotels as the travel quarantine scheme begins in England.
Really good. Well done. That's good.
Can you stop?
Sorry.
Don't. Just look, you're ruining the joke that you wrote.
Go on.
UK and Irish residents arriving in the country after visiting or passing through red list countries must quarantine in a designated hotel room for 10 days.
Good.
One independent chain has decided to give their hotel a film theme. Each room is different to stop people getting too bored in their enforced stay. I can't read.
Enforced stay. Yeah. Well done though. Yeah. So what?
I mean, if you didn't distract me, maybe I'd be able to read it better.
I'm sorry. You carry on. I won't do anything else.
I won't. Doing whatever you do in the background.
I won't do anything.
Which I'll find out when I watch it again later.
Anyway, so we've got the COVID hotel, and every room's got a film theme. Yeah.
Is this actually true?
I don't know. Is it? I might have written it and made it
Have
up.
you made this up?
I may have made it up.
You're making me look really silly.
It's not. It's a lot of it's
I feel like
made.
you are, because you've read this a bit.
Go on.
Oh.
Right. So where do we get to? Each room is a different
made
thing.
up. This is definitely made up.
Just read it.
Right, no, this is silly.
Right, come on. Come on.
Jimmy.
Three rooms. Yeah.
Oh, right, you want to read that bit?
From there, yeah.
Do you want me to read the dot as well, or would you just put 4?
No, but if you...
three's an ellipsis.
The way I've always thought, if you read what's on the paper, it's better for the person watching. Otherwise they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so we've set it up. The hotel chain's opening. This independent one's decided to do all their rooms in a film theme.
Oh, yes, definitely true.
Okay, so... I hope you're keeping up here,
I'm
because
going to look this up on Google.
This is taking a long time. Go on.
Well, you keep interrupting me.
Go on.
You make it look really stupid.
No, you don't. Come on.
3 rooms occupied so far.
Tell them.
Jimmy from Seattle is on his own and staying in the Forrest Gump room.
Yeah.
3 box of chocolates, as much shrimp as he can eat, and a Lieutenant Dan banging away in the room next door.
Is that all right? Banging away.
I get the pun. I'm not 4.
I was going to write something else, but I thought if you're reading it, I'll keep it clean. All right, who's in the other room then? Come on.
Sally and her friend Molly from Wallamalulu. Is that how you pronounce that?
Wallamaloo.
Well, why have you put... No, if it was Wallamaloo, you wouldn't have it spelt like that.
Listen, don't criticise me.
If it was spelt Wallamaloo, you wouldn't have 2 O's. That's Wallamaloo. In Australia, are in room 7, where there remains what?
So you've got to sell this one. So Sally and her friend Molly from Woolloomooloo in Australia are in room 7.
Where their remains will be discovered. Oh, I get it now.
So they're in room 7.
Where their remains will be discovered at a later date by a very young Brad Pitt.
Good gag,
Anatolian... No, it's not funny. I'm just saying... I get it now. It's still not funny. Yes, I get that you're referring to that, but it's still not funny.
This is my best stuff.
I no wonder you're not a comedian then. You just find yourself quite funny.
You've got to get to the end of this paragraph at some point, surely.
Well, stop interrupting me then. Maybe we'll get a bit further. Right. Anatoly and his family are staying in the Jaws room that has find the fish wallpaper. Why does it say fish?
That's a misprint. So Anatoly and his family are staying in the Jaws room that has find the fish wallpaper, aquatic blue mood lighting, and that music is the alarm call for breakfast. Nurnum, nurnum, nurnum. And there's also a big surprise for them when they get in the bath.
It's not funny, I get it, but it's not funny.
Do you want to have another go at something else?
It's just not funny.
I'm finding it quite funny.
No, you're finding it funny because I don't get it. You're not finding it funny because you're laughing at the joke.
But I quite like that. All right, okay.
So basically I'm the joke because you're taking the mick.
What?
No?
No. In the latest Zoom call failure, a US congressman was seen to be floating upside down in a meeting. This is true. One colleague suggested that he should stand on his head as the politician struggled to get the right way up in the Zoom meeting. Footage of the hearing shows him to be initially unaware he was upside down, and he begins speaking before being stopped by committee chairwoman Maxine Waters, who asks, "Mr. Emma, are you okay?" "You're upside down, Tom," one person's heard crying, amid widespread mirth, before another asks, "Is this a metaphor?" It's the latest Zoom meeting failure, following on from a man who appeared as a cat. You see that? The cat emoji. You really don't watch the news.
No.
And there's a woman called Wanda from a tantric sex forum who appeared as a dog and only comes when you whistle. But that's a good gag.
I don't get it.
She's from a tantric sex forum, yeah?
What's a sex forum?
Well, it's just a place where people that enjoy sexual deviances meet. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a bit awkward.
Don't be weird.
Yeah, so she's from a sex forum, yeah? She appeared as a dog, and she only comes when you whistle. Penny's got to drop at some point, surely. She only comes when you whistle.
No, I get that part.
She's a dog in the thing.
Oh!
Hey!
That's quite funny.
Oh, yeah, thanks. That's quite good, isn't it? Right.
No.
Woo! Took a while. Do you want to read the next one? Do you want to have another go?
Do you want me to?
I'd like you to.
Okay.
Yeah, you do the next one because it's quite topical. It's TV news, and you watch a lot of telly, don't you? How many times have you watched the whole Friends box set?
About 10.
10 times, and you're currently doing it again.
Well, yeah, because I finished it last week, so I have to start again.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I do it when I'm doing puzzles.
Talk to the audience. They're waiting.
Right, it's half. Leave me alone.
This is Jay, by the way.
Yes, please forget my name.
TV news now.
Oh, you want me?
Do I want you to do it?
Well, don't read it then. Let me read it. Right?
Okay. That's me told. Talk to the audience.
I'm not speaking yet. You haven't given me a chance.
Okay.
TV news now.
Tell them.
Let me just mind my lip as we are on camera. TV news now. Anne Robinson is to become the new face of Countdown. Just 15 years since Anne Robinson became the new face of Anne. Why is there so many Anne Robinsons in this sentence?
Spoiled the gag. So the gag is... She had lots of facelifts, all right. So, TV news now, and Anne Robinson is to become the new face of Countdown. Just 15 years since Anne Robinson became the new face of Anne Robinson. You get it?
Because I don't know who Anne Robinson is.
Yeah, but that's your audience.
Yes, I get that you're the audience, but I'm here and you're asking me to understand it.
She used to do that a lot.
I get that, okay,
yeah.
But I don't know who she is.
She was a winker. Anyway, do you want me to finish it?
No, I'm not incredible.
All right. Okay. Oh, it's coming.
And John Humphreys has announced that he is leaving Mastermind. Fed up with the B-list celebs they get on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Osman. I've started, so I will finish.
No. Listen, you spoiled the gag again. So here we go. You ready?
Well, why you should make things clearer?
So on
if
Mastermind,
you labelled that,
yeah,
you'd make
gag.
it really. No. How am I supposed to know? When you put Richard Osman and then about 10 dots, what's that supposed to mean?
So the gag is, on Countdown,
Richard Osman?
he's the big guy off Pointless. With the glasses.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah, you know him now. Well, anyway, he's in the running to get the gig.
For?
Mastermind presenter. It's on here. You just
Is
read.
Mastermind the thing where they ask those people really hard questions?
Yeah, and the music's doom, doom, doom.
Okay.
Dun.
I get it.
Yeah. All right, shall I finish the gag?
As long as you don't deafen me in the process.
Okay. All right, I'll try not to. Richard Osman, I've started, so I'll finish, and Samira Ahmed are thought to be in contention to replace John. That's not so good, that payoff, I didn't think.
Who's Samira Ahmed?
She's a news presenter.
I'm not going to ask.
No. Would you like me to do the last story?
Well, I seem like I'm not succeeding in putting off your incredibly hilarious jokes.
Yes, you're ruining the gags, and you're not laughing in the right places.
Because it's not funny. I'm laughing where I find it funny that you think it's funny.
Okay, brilliant. All right, so we've got one more story that would have appeared on the podcast.
One more torturous story, yes.
Thank you. And as we mentioned earlier, Ronnie can't be on the podcast this week. Hopefully he'll be back next week and you won't have to put up with...
For your sake.
So, here's the final story. And finally, in a new motorway service station news... I made a mess of that. Shall I start again?
I
didn't read it properly. I made a mess.
I wasn't really listening.
Can you listen, please? This is probably my funniest one.
Okay.
It's probably...
Sure. Whatever you have to tell yourself to make yourself stupid.
Edit.
That's fine.
And finally, a new motorway service station will replace a controversial sex shop on the A1 in Cambridgeshire after it was granted planning permission. You know the sex shop I'm talking about, don't you?
That's what I love.
Pulse and Cocktails. The one you took a picture of. What did you do? Tell them what you did.
No, I'm not doing that to Mum.
What did you do?
I'm not doing that to Mum.
You took a picture of that, didn't you? And you put it on her homepage on her phone, didn't you?
I know, but she got really angry at me.
Yeah.
She was like, people at work can see. I honestly thought she was going to hit me right in the face.
Very funny though.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the car, I was really finding it hilarious.
Anyway,
My mum would disagree.
They're pulling it down. Moto Hospitality are building a petrol station, food courts and shops on the site at Sawtree. The sex shop, previously mentioned, Pulse and Cocktails, which opened in 2011 despite some opposition from residents, is to be demolished. The owners of the sex shop say it's hard to take and a bit of an anti-climax. They went on to say that they feel for their loyal shop assistant, who, even now, still has a huge smile on her face.
Okay, it was funny
Which
before
bit?
that part.
What, the huge smile on her face?
No, just the bit where it was...
Which bit?
It's hard to take and a bit of an anti... That made me laugh.
Oh, you got that?
That made me giggle.
So-
You didn't need to include that end bit.
The huge smile on her face?
Because I get that they feel, I get all that,
She's
and they're loyal, but I don't get that...
It's not so much that. She's worked there for 10 years and had access to everything, so she's still got a huge smile on her face.
Yeah, but I don't really see her doing that. Do you know what I mean? It'd be funny if you said something that was actually able to be imagined.
Anyway, on that note, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm off now to write some better jokes.
Probably best.
You tend to like the ones with sex in them, obviously.
Because they're funny.
Okay.
Because you find it weird talking about it.
I'll write some dirty sex jokes then and we'll do it.
No, let's not do that.
No, let's not do that.
It's too far.
Goodbye!
Goodbye.